When we think of Indonesian firepower, we tend to think that they're mostly imported, but all of that is slowly but surely shifting. 3 Indonesian state-owned companies under Defend ID are leading the charge. They are PTDI, Pindad, and LEN, proving that Indonesia has the brains, the bronze, and the tech to take its defense industry to the global stage. On Wednesday, February the 26th, we joined the Defense Ministry for a tour of Indonesia's military-industrial complex in Bandung, West Java. And joining the visit was a familiar face. Dari Corbuzier. You may know him. Information Bureau head Frega Wenas highlighted the crucial role these companies play in supporting Indonesia's armed forces.
From the defense perspective, defense industry play also a significant role in supporting. That's why when we talk about guarding our sovereignty, they're not directly linked, but what they produce is actually being utilized by the military, be it by the Army, Navy, and the Air Force. And I think this is very common in many other countries. They also adopted the same policy where they integrate the defense industry to support the military, the defense ministry, and at the same time they collaborate in order to ensure the territorial integrity, the sovereignty are well protected. And of course, we expect probably in the forthcoming years there will be more collaborations, because once we intend to develop our defense industry, we need partnership, strategic partnership, and of course that will foster the exchange of technology, transfer of technology, at the same time also share of experience that will nurture the process in boosting up our capacity, our strategic defense industry in Indonesia.
Let's start with PTDI, or Dirgantara Indonesia. That's Indonesian Aerospace in English. We're talking military transports, passenger aircraft, and even helicopters. Their CN-235? It's a twin turboprop cargo and transport workhorse that was jointly developed between PTDI and Spanish aircraft manufacturer CASA. It has now been adopted by at least 35 countries all over the world. Safe to say then that it's been a massive success. And their newest pride is even more advanced. Having been designed for short takeoff and landing on tricky terrain, it can use very short runways, even in the middle of nowhere. Now this is a really interesting one. It is the N219. Apparently it's still being in development, but first flight took off in 2017. If you're interested, you can buy this actually for a price of $8 million. But it's great because you have these glass cockpits, really modern interior as well, and if you have nobody watching, you can probably start the engine and take off. If you'll excuse me. And so successful is its design that it has gained interest from all over the world, including mining companies based in Africa. It's pretty comfortable for passengers as well, actually. But you know the really amazing thing about this airplane? It was designed and built 100%. And then there's Pindad. If PTDI makes wings, Pindad makes firepower. Tanks, rifles, armored vehicles, you name it, they build it. You know the car the president rode in during his inauguration day? Yup, that was Pindad too. But one of their main roles is to design and build firearms for the Indonesian armed forces. Now here we have a collection of sniper rifles made by Pindad. The most recent one, yang paling baru kan ini ya, is the SPR-4, apparently 338. Quite heavy and about 8 kilos, but that is nothing compared to the anti-material rifle they have. This is the SPR-2, 12.7 by 9, that's 50 cal. If you're interested in American. Oh my goodness, this is so heavy. Berapa ini beratnya, Pak? 20 kilo. 20 kilograms. Wait, I can't imagine having to, I can't imagine having to carry this around in the middle of the forest. That's absolutely nuts. The weapons they've designed are so successful that they've won multiple awards in international firearms competitions, making even their competitors wonder if they were cheating. Spoiler alert, they were not.
Based on my experience, I brought a shooting team to Australia for a shooting competition. I was a team captain, and our product was actually able to compete with other contingent from other countries. And even 2008, when I participated in the event, our contingent got the championship, and which was respected by all the delegation.
But firepower is nothing without tech, and that's where PTLN comes in. They handle electronics, radars, communication systems, basically the digital backbone that keeps everything running. Need a smart surveillance system? A battlefield management system? Software for your brand new unmanned aerial vehicle? Well, Len's got it all covered. See, this is the part that most people don't see. You can have the best planes, tanks, and ships in the world, but if they can't find a way to talk to each other, then, well, you're toast. And that's where Len comes in. They make the systems to ensure that everything works and everything works well together, completely synchronized. Together, PTDI, Pindad, and PTLN form Indonesia's defense powerhouse, building everything from aircraft to weapons to military-grade electronics. Without them, the nation's armed forces wouldn't be where it is today. All of that under a single state-owned enterprise, Defend ID. And we haven't even talked about shipbuilding or explosive making. Everyone working together, collaborating to ensure that Indonesia's defense industry gets to the world stage and eventually becomes a world beater with the potential that it has. The times really are a-changing.